Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday morning practice. Good morning, Marge. Good morning, John Hannes. So we're back, back to our usual venue. And so we're going to spend the next hour and a half, very intense workout for our body, for our energy, and for our mind. So the word that I choose today is elevation. Elevation. So many years ago, it had to be more than 10 years now. My son is 30. So this was when he was still in just entered college, and we went to Africa, went to and climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, and so I remember it was like 14,000 feet, but we started around 6,000. So it took us 7 days, work up there, acclimate. And I remember that as we gain elevation, our perspective changes. And when we finally get to the top, we look down, it's a complete different world. And so this Saturday practice is called therapy. Therapy means that you want to correct some deficiency, whether it's in your mind or it's in your body. Sometimes it needs to elevate yourself and look down to this body, look down to our suffering, and just observe. And you will find that as you gain elevation, your perspective changes. So we're going to be spending the next hour and a half in three-part, all meditation, different forms of meditation, not necessarily sitting, but also exercise. So let's start with the first part where we focus on the contemplation of a feeling, particularly the feeling of a body. So I want you to come back to your body. I want you to examine your body. Let's just focus on the sitting posture, the proper sitting posture, something that we call the seven support point Vajrayana Buddha sitting posture. Seven support point means that the first one are your feet. So if you sit on your chair, I want you to feel the bottom of your feet. Put it firmly on the ground. Put it right below your knee, not in front, not behind. And if you sit on a mat or the floor like I do, I want you to focus on your knee and your thigh. Make sure that they're touching your sitting mat. If they're not, and put some pillows and blankets. We don't want to use any muscle right now. We want to be totally relaxed. So the second support point are the hands. I want you to focus on your fingers, relax your fingers. Don't lift up your hand, just rest it on your knee, on your thigh, or on your calf. Relax your elbow. The third point is the most important one. That's your spine. That's actually where your intellectual system resides. As important as the brain. The spine is as important as the brain. So I want you to focus on your lower back. I want you to rotate the hip forward and then lean back the upper torso so you can feel the stress on both sides of your lower back where the kidneys are, particularly the adrenal gland where you usually put out your stress hormone. There are two main glands in our body that puts out stress hormone. One is in the adrenal gland, and the other one is in our what do we call that? I forgot what do we call that now. Anyway, I just want you to rotate the hip forward, lean back the upper torso, put some stress on the two sides of the lower back. And then now I want you to move up. As you move up, I want you to stretch the spine, gaining elevation, looking down to your body. Go all the way up to the top of the head. Imagine someone is grabbing the hair on top of your head and just keep pulling the spine. As you pull, I want you to look down onto your body, look down onto your body, and then just relax a bit. Now I want you to focus on the top of your shoulder. I want you to open that shoulder, and then drop the shoulder, relax, drop it somewhere, completely relax. Now I want you to focus on your forehead. Lean back the forehead as you feel the back of your neck. Keep leaning back into the ears on top of the shoulder. And then I want you to tuck in your chin. As you tuck in your chin, you feel the stress in the front of your throat, right the two sides of the throat, those are the area where it senses oxygen to your brain. And put some pressure on that. So you're lowering your blood pressure right now. And right now, the top of the head is on top of your spine. We call this the one pillar supporting the sky. You're now between the earth and the heaven. You are now part of the universe. You are now the center of the universe. Now focus on your face. Relax your eyelid. Focus on your tongue. Feel the inside of your mouth. And if it's dry, that means you were under stress. That's the first thing that the stress hormone does, is that it turn off the saliva gland. Now put your tip of the tongue on top of in between your teeth and the roof of your mouth. Close your mouth. Feel it again. Feel it again. You feel a little bit of saliva coming out. Now we're going to start doing some joint exercise. This is a meditation. This is really learning how to focus and anchor our mind on a body. This is what we call mindfulness. The word for mindfulness is sate. It means to remember. I want you to focus on the center of your hand. I want you to bring up your hand together with your mind. Bring it up to the shoulder. Now I want you to focus on the wrist. And very gently, very slowly rotate the wrist. As you rotate, keep checking your mind. Your mind's want to be somewhere else. So keep asking, inviting your mind back. Focus on your wrist. Focus on the feeling of your wrist. Focus on the change of the feeling of your wrist. Any heat, any sweat, any pain, any numbness, any tightness. You'd be surprised how much feeling there are in your wrist that you more or less ignore. As you do that, I want you to maintain elevation, looking down at it, looking down at your body, looking down at your wrist. Now I want you to rotate the other way. Make sure that your mind stays with your wrist. So meditation can come in static form or dynamic form. Right now we're doing meditation in motion, which means that we anchor our mind onto our body. When we sit, then we anchor our mind on our breath. Now I want you to bring your hands down slowly together with your mind. Once again, come back to your posture, stretch your spine, open that shoulder, relax the shoulder. Once again, focus on the center of your hand. Bring it up slowly, slowly, slowly together. Mind, body together. Now focus on your elbow. We're going to do some joint exercise on the elbow. Once again, focus on the feeling. Feel any changes in your body, any heat, any sweat, any numbness, any tightness, any pain. Now go the other way. Always together with your body, mind, body together. That's the meaning of the word yoga, which comes from the North Indian word. In Sanskrit means yuja. It's the piece of wood that they put in front of the two oxen as they pull the cart to synchronize the two oxen. It means to synchronize your mind and your body. Now bring it back down. Bring it back down. Now we're going from a wrist to elbow to a shoulder. So open that shoulder all the way and then relax that shoulder. Once again, focus on the center of your hand. Bring it up, crossing your palm now. Slowly following your hand. Now the hand is on top of your head. I want you to stretch. And then I want you to bring it down. Open that shoulder as if you're touching the walls on both sides. Follow the center of your palm. Relax. Another one. Go up one at a time. Stretch. Open. Stay focused on the center of your palm. Bring it up. Stretch. Open. Open that shoulder. Open that shoulder. Come back down. Focus on the center of the palm. Together. Stretch. Open. Come down together. Mind, body together. One last time. Oh, up. Stretch. Open that shoulder. And come back down. Go the other way. Open first. Stretch. And come down. Open first. Stretch. And come down. Open first. Stretch. And come down. Now we're going to do front and back. Back to a spine. Stretch your spine. Back to a shoulder. Open a shoulder. Relax the shoulder. Back to the center of your palm. Bring it up together. Get ready. Up. Open as far back as you can. Feel the pain on your shoulder. Accept that pain. Let go of the pain. Come back to the center of your palm. Pain is gone. Bring it up again. Open the shoulder. Accept the pain. Come back to the palm. Let go of the pain. Open. Feel it. Accept it. And then let it go. Come back. Open. Feel it. Accept it. Let it go. Come back to the center palm. One last time. Feel it. Accept it. And then let it go. Sit up straight. Hands in the back. Bring it up slowly. Stretch. Come down. All the way back. Stretch. Come down. All the way back. And stretch. And come down. Now we're going to meditate. We've been meditating, but we were meditating in a dynamic form. Now we want to meditate in the static form. That was in motion. Now we're stationary. So when we're stationary, we want to shift the focus. We want to focus now, anchor our mind onto our breath. We start with just knowing that we're breathing. Come back to the posture, stretch your spine, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin. Relax the eyelids so you can actually see your hand and your knee. And now I just want you to focus, think about your breath. Just, I know that I'm breathing in. Knowing that's all you need to do right now. And I know that I'm breathing out. I can feel my body as I breathe in. I can feel my body as I breathe out. And keep checking your mind. Your mind somewhere else, invite it back. Invite your mind back. Please stay with me. Focus on your breath, one breath at a time. Okay, so now we're going to do two, what we call Naigong, internal energy exercise. Very simple, okay, but it's very effective in channeling our energy through our body. So in our body, we talk about this energy flow, and it's often not explained well. We think of the energy as the energy that we create by consuming food, right? So in the North Indian tradition, they talk about the existence in these 5 different, what they call sheaves. They're like the Russian Tao, like one inside another. On the very outside is what they call the food body. This is the banana and the yogurt that I ate this morning, the avocado and all that, right? So I consume them and they change in form. They didn't change it. It's just, they stay as a molecule. And this has happened to be converted into this, what we call the food body. Now, when I die, they all go back, right? Not one atom is destroyed, right? So this is the deal. Now, but then inside that is your intellectual system. That's your spiral cord and your brain. Inside of that is the energy. But that's not the energy that was created by the food. That's actually the energy that you channel from the universe, right? You cannot live if the universe doesn't allow you to live. You cannot live if the energy of the universe doesn't pass through you. So when we talk about this yin yang energy, we talk about energy that comes into our body. We call that yin. And then we talk about energy that returns back to the universe called yang. And the Chinese discovered that there are 12 of these, making up 24 hours in a day. All right. So we're going to work on that, clearing the blockage of that, and then let the energy flow freely into our body. That's the beginning of health. That's the beginning of harmony. You can't have health. You can't have health in your family. How can you live in a healthy environment when there isn't any harmony between you and the one next to you, right? How can you have health if you don't maintain the harmony between you and heaven and you and the earth, right? So that's what we want to do. We want to do some simple exercise. These are very, very old exercise hand down by thousands of years ago, right? Okay, so now actually, as it turns out, many of them they learn from the animal. The animal know about all this. Okay, so they actually learn from the animal. So there's a practice called the 5 animal Nai Gong, internal energy, right? Learning how the animals stretch, right? All right, so now let's open our shoulder. This is called the double blade. The 2 hands are like the 2 blades, one in front, one stretch out. Now, I want you to focus on the right hand, to center your palm on the right hand. I want you to make a circle in front, but keeping the left one stationary, separating your left brain from the right brain. I want you to open as far back as you can, as if you're using your blade to protect your back. Now, I want you to feel the pain on your shoulder. I want you to let it go and then come back to the left hand, one hand at a time. Okay, now right hand stationary, left hand, focus on the left hand, open that shoulder, feel it, accept it, let it go. Sit up straight, open the shoulder, feel the pain, accept the pain, and then let go of the pain. Left hand, feel it, accept it, let it go. Right hand, left hand, open as far back as you can. Right hand, left hand, feel it, accept it, let it go. One more time. Right, and then back to left. And relax back to the stationary posture again, where we're now focused on a breath. Again, start with knowing that I'm breathing in. Feel the change in your body as you breathe in. Know that I'm breathing out. Stay focused on your breath. Okay, so there are other things that we do between the dynamic form and the static form. There are important and actually have some scientific um, 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 uh, relevance, right? One is that when we focus on a body and when we focus on the breath, we're actually staying away from any of the negative emotions that are inside of us, right? So that's why I use the word pain. I talk about feeling the pain, accept the pain, let go of the pain. When you let go of the pain does not metastasize into suffering. It's no longer, it's just the body. It's not the mind, okay? Because if you follow the pain, then the negative emotion in you will come out, right? So we can talk more about that negative emotion part. But the other one also is that to understand the difference between the two autonomous system. One is called a sympathetic, and one is called a nervous system. So when we do exercise, the body doesn't know that you're exercising or you're being chased by a lion. Think about it, right? The evolution of a species, right? When we started walking upright, that's I believe that's like 400,000 years ago. When we started farming, that was 40,000 years ago. Okay. And we started living the modern lifestyle. That's only 40 years ago, maybe 60. Right. So when we start jogging, I don't remember people jogging when I was a little kid. People jog now, but how does the body know? The body can't keep up with your lifestyle. It doesn't know. 400,000 years ago, when you run, it's because you're being chased by a lion. So the body would just say, oh, survival. So what first thing it does is shut off your saliva gland because the saliva gland is a signal for digestions in your immune system. You don't need that, right? So it puts all your emphasis on just being survived. And so when you do exercise, very energetic exercise, the body just thinks that you're being chased by a lion. So it puts out all that stress hormone, the cortisol and adrenaline, and it shuts down all your body function. The one that is important to you in long term, right? Just not when you were chased by a lion. And so what you want to do is you want to come back and just tell your body, cool, I'm done. Give me back my immune system, give me back my digestive system, give me back all that stuff that I actually need to have a healthy body. And that's when you come back to the parasympathetic. The sympathetic is the fight or flight, and the parasympathetic is the rest and digest. It's two complete system. It's two complete system. This rest and digest actually it comes from the diaphragm. Okay, that's why all meditation comes with the deep breathing. And so when you come back, focus on your breath, let your body rest, and then let the diaphragm do its magic, and then signal the rest of the body. Just say, chill, go back. It's now rest and digest. Okay, so there are a lot of important things that we hear here. All right, so now we continue. This one is very energetic. Okay, so this one is when I used to teach engineering. The first class is Newton's second law: action equal to reaction. So when you throw the fist, that's the yang energy. And then the reaction comes back. That's a yin energy. So we're actually circulating the blood flow in our body. Now, this is winter time. So one of the things that I want to do today, that I want to emphasize today, is how to winterize your body. Okay, as we enter winter, two things happen. One is that our blood becomes very viscous. Two is that our blood vessel becomes very brittle, and that's a big problem for elderlies like myself. Okay, so we need to winterize our body. Lots of people die in the sleep during winter because they had a stroke and nobody know. Okay, all right, so let's do that. Open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, drop our shoulder, keep relaxing our shoulder, move the hip forward, and then lean back the upper torso. Now, if you don't know how to do that, it's very simple. Just entire body lean forward, and then the entire body lean back, but keep your hip rotated forward. You can feel the stress on the both sides of your lower back. All right. Now I want you to lift up your right hand, focus on the center of your palm, make a fist. I want you to throw out the fist, open the fingers, right? Throw out your elbow, throw out your shoulder. Get ready? Up. Feel the vibration coming back. And then another one. Up. Sit up straight. Down. Down. You're not going to hurt yourself. Don't worry. Up, up, down, down. Sit up straight. Up, up, down, down. Sit up straight. Up, up, down, down. One more time. Up, up, down, down. Now open your shoulder. Relax your shoulder. Lift up both hands. Focus on the center of your palm. Get ready. One. Feel the vibration coming back. Two, three, four, and five. Okay, this does a very good job in circulating the blood, okay, in your body. And now we're going to spend the next 5 minutes meditating. Okay, actually meditating, sitting meditation. And the first part that we do now is different from the part that we do at the very end of the class. Right now, we want to contemplate on the feeling of our body. And then later on, we're going to contemplate on the body and on the breath. Right now, it's all about the feeling. Okay. And so let's come back to a sitting posture. Once again, focus on the first support, which is the bottom of your feet. If you're sitting on a chair, feel the bottom of your feet. Put the feet right below the knee, not in front, not behind. Make sure that it's touching the floor, not hanging. I want you to relax the bottom of your feet. Feel your slippers or your carpet or your floor, whatever it is that you're touching, just feel it. Relax the bottom of your feet. I want you to come up to the knee. I want you to relax that knee. Now, if you're sitting like I do, just focus on the knee, relax the thigh, relax the calf. Okay, so we sit like the bell. So your legs are actually quite important. It's the pedestal where your belt sits on top. So make sure that it's nice and firm, nice and square. The second ones are your hands. I want you to feel your fingers. Feel your fingers. Relax your fingers. Put your hand on your knee, or your thigh, on your calf, wherever. Just don't hang it. Don't lift it. I want you to feel your elbow. Relax your elbow. Now comes the spine. Once again to the lower back. Rotate the hip forward. Lean back the upper torso. Feel the lower back. Feel the two sides of the lower back. I want you to move up the spine one step at a time. Feel it as you move up, all the way up to the top of your head. As you move up, stretch your spine. Again, gaining elevation now. So you're looking down at your body as you do that. Get it all the way to the top of your head, and then stretch that spine as if you're hanging the middle of the bell, the little clipper, from the ceiling. And then let it drop a bit. Now I want you to focus on top of your shoulder. I want you to open that shoulder, lean back your shoulder, review these two energy points for the gate to the cloud, and then I want you to drop your shoulder. Drop it again, drop it again, drop it again, drop it again. Okay, as you drop your shoulder, make sure that your spine is still straight. Now I want you to go to the back of your neck. Feel the stress on the back of the neck because your head is perhaps leaning forward, so you're supporting the weight of your head with the muscle. So I want you to lean back the forehead. As you lean back the forehead, feel the back of your neck. Feel how you're actually gaining energy as you lean back your forehead because you're actually pulling less load, less stress on your neck. Lean back until the ears on top of the shoulder and the back of the neck is touching the collar. Now I want you to focus on your chin and then just tuck in your chin a bit. You could feel that the top of your head is on top of your spine. We call this the one pillar supporting the sky. Now I want you to come to your face, especially the top of your face, in between your eyebrow. Focus on your forehead. Imagine you have these stress mark, these lines on top of your forehead. I want you to just relax that. Relax it some more. And then relax it some more. Don't be afraid. You can relax. Don't be afraid. Just relax. You're back in the cave now. You're right. You're very, very safe. No more lions. Relax the forehead. Now focus on between your eyebrow. And imagine you have these stress line again. These are vertical stress line. Relax again. Relax again. Relax again. Now I want you to focus on your eyelid. You'd be surprised how much stress is stored in your eyelid. I want you to think about this little baby, whether it's your grandson or your children when they were young, or just the neighbor's kid. And you notice that when they sleep in such peaceful manner. They actually don't shut their eye. They just relax your eyelid. I want you to sleep. I want you to just relax your eyelid like the baby is sleeping. Relax to the point you actually see some light coming through. You can see your own eyelashes. You can actually see your hand resting on your knee. Keep relaxing your eyelid. Now I want you to come down to your tongue. I want you to feel the inside of your mouth. Is it dry? Is it even bitter? That's a bad sign. That means that you are under stress. You don't know how to get out from this fight or flight. Your saliva glands has been shut. So now I want you to take the tip of your tongue, put it right where the teeth meets the roof of your mouth. Rest it there. Don't push it. Just rest it there. Now I want you to close your mouth. Close your mouth and then feel it again, right? You feel the mouth a little bit more dry, a little more wet. Now, as you meditate, you're actually going to have a lot more slivers in your mouth. And by curling up the tongue like this, actually, you won't choke on your saliva. The saliva just very, very logically throw into your body and not into your lung. So maintain that. Now I want you to feel your face, your cheek. Relax that. Relax, relax. I want you to bring a little smile. And you do that from the inside. I want you to feel how grateful you are that you have this body, how grateful you are that you have this health, how grateful you are that we have this technology where we can get together once a week, how grateful you are that you have your family, your friends, your colleagues, how grateful you are that you have your first responders helping us when we're in need. I want you to bring that gratitude to your face. Lift up the corner of your mouth. Bring that smile into your face. Now I want you to go down towards your belly button, go all the way down. As you come down, I want you to lean back the body again. The body has a tendency of leaning forward because after all, we are mammals. And all the way down, all the way down. Now, where you can't go anymore, come back to the lower back. We're going to spend the next 5 minutes going through each and every part of the body, one little piece at a time, maintaining these 7 support points from the feet to the hands, to the spine, to the shoulder, to the forehead and the chin, to the eyelid, to the tip of the tongue. I want you to just scan your body one step at a time. You can do any way you want. You can do that in the way that I prescribe it, or you can do any way you want. But I want you to get to every spot and just feel it. And you said, I don't feel anything. That's fine. That's a feeling of itself. That's a neutral feeling. Or you actually feel some pain. Or you actually feel some pleasantness. Oh, that's nice. Whatever it is that you feel, I just want you to feel it, accept it, and then let it go. And then go to another spot. Okay? Do that for me for 5 minutes. Well, four more. Again, make sure that you're elevating yourself. You're looking down at your body. Stretch your spine to gain elevation, and then just look down at your body. Just examine your body, but don't be part of it. Okay, open your eyes. So that was the first part. So that's meditating on the feeling of a body. So now we come back to the third part, which is meditating on a breath. And in the middle, we're doing a different kind of meditation. This is called the metta meditation, the meditation of loving kindness, right? So I was in Europe, in Portugal actually, and I noticed that people in Portugal now drive much faster than they used to. I just can't keep up anymore. They're driving like 120 kilometers per hour. This is more than this is very fast, right? And part of it is that I'm aging, and I can't just I'm not seeing as well as used to. So I slow down, and people are passing me by. They don't give me fingers. They don't do that, but at least they do it a different way. They just cut in front of you. So when you don't see that well, because you can't see that far, you can try cleaning the window so you can see further, or you can try turning on the high beam so you get more light in front of you. So this thing about the feeling and the breath and all that is it's really about learning how to detach ourselves, gaining elevation from our negative emotion. So this is like cleaning the windshield. This is like pushing the dark cloud away from the sun. And the other way is to turn on the high beam. This is like bringing more of that bliss inside of you out. And what's inside of you is what we call the four immeasurables: the loving kindness, the compassion, the empathy, and the equanimity. So we're doing this meditation where we want to bring out that loving kindness. The loving kindness, we bring it out first to ourselves. This is like when you sitting on the airplane and they tell you to put the oxygen on yourself first before you put anyone else, right? So give it to yourself first. Now, someone mentioned about the emotion that are trapped into the chest. This is actually a good discussion because when we talk about the energy in us, they come in this form called the five elements. The five elements. Actually, elements is not the perfect translation. It's more like five agents of life. So think about it. As vast as is the universe, we only know one planet so far that actually support life, and we're searching. And there's a lot out there. There's a big universe. I'm sure we're going to find another one that can support life. But what are we looking for? We look for water. So for water is the agent of life. Once we find water, it doesn't mean that there's life, but there's a possibility of life. Then the next thing is that we see some algae, some very simple form of vegetation. So vegetation is the second agent of life. Once you have algae and vegetation, it changes the atmosphere, right? It starts to do photosynthesis, and it changes the atmosphere. It starts to consume carbon dioxide, whatever. The sun reveal itself, warm up the earth. So that's called a fire element. And finally, the fire element start to work on the soil, start to warm up the soil, so it can actually support higher form of vegetation. And once you have that, then the vegetation turn into mineral. The mineral adds back into the water. So now it becomes a constructive circle. And that's how the five agents of life work. And so in a body, when we talk about the 12 energy line, they're actually in these five elements. What we call the lung is sorry, what we call the kidney is the water. The water is responsible for all the hormones as well as the marrow, everything that is fluid in the body. Now the marrow is the building block for blood. So the next one is the liver. The liver is the soil element. Once you have blood, then you need the heart. The heart is the fire element. And then you need the stomach and the splint to actually cultivate life. Okay. And then eventually it turns into mineral. That's where the lung comes in. So when we talk about these organs, they're actually abstractions. They're not physical organs as much as they're just how we visualize the energy in us, these five agents of life. It turns out that when we talk about negative emotions, we also think of them as five agents. You can call it five agents of negative life if you like. So, for example, the anger is the one that affects our liver. That's the I. Fear is the one that affects our kidney. That's the water element. Sadness is the one that affects the lung. And then Worry is the one that affects the splint in the stomach. And so all these emotions are trapped in us. And what we want to do is relieve them. And we relieve them by clearing the yang energy line, right? So it's like clearing when the energy comes in to get stuck, well, we'll clear it from the outside. So all that yang energy is in the back, in the neck, and around the shoulder. So this exercise that we do now is actually relieving ourselves of all these negative emotions. This is another very age-old um, Nightgong exercise, internal energy exercise, working on the shoulder, working on the neck, working on the back. Now, as we do that, we're also going to chant. We're going to chant this metta, bring out the loving kindness in us. Okay? So let's sit up straight, open the shoulder, relax. This is therapy now. This is therapy. This is something that you deserve. I want you to take the two hands, put the fingers on this energy point called the gate to the cloud. I want you to think about all the parts in your upper body as part of an orchestra, but I want you to think about the elbow as the conductor. I want you to bring up the elbow and let the body follow, especially the shoulder. Bring up the elbow so the shoulder follows, and then the shoulder is all the way up. Now I want you to bring the elbow back, all the way back. The shoulder follows, so you're opening the shoulder. Feel the, like if you have a tennis ball in the back, you're squeezing the tennis ball. Now I want you to drop the elbow, relax the shoulder. Now I want you to bring your elbow up in front, so you're actually curling up your body. Your heads are looking down. Remember now, it's the neck, the back, the shoulder, the wrist, everything. Okay. Now I want you to bring up your elbow. Shoulder follows. I want you to open that shoulder. Shoulder follows. I want you to bring down your elbow. The shoulder follows. Then I want you to bring it back up again. Bring it back in the front again. The entire body curl up. And as you bring up the elbow and the shoulder, I want you to breathe in very gently. Feel the fresh air coming into your body. Think about all the energy that you give into your body. And then as you come down, I want you to breathe out using your nose, close your mouth. As you come up, I want you to bring in all that positive energy, all the loving kindness. And then as you open the shoulder and breathe out, I want you to relieve yourself of all your trauma, all your negative energy, all the negative emotions. Again, as you bring up, I want you to open, breathe in. As you come down, I want you to bring out. As you bring up your elbow, breathe in the positive energy. I want you to think to yourself, may I be healthy? Open that shoulder, bring it back down. Breathe out the negative energy. As you bring up the elbow, I want you to think to yourself, may I be happy? Open that shoulder, bring it back down. Once again, breathe in, may I be peaceful? Open, bring it back down, breathe out. Now that you put in the oxygen mask, it's time to put in oxygen mask for someone else. May all be happy. Open, down, breathe out. Breathe in again. May we all be healthy. Down. Breathe in. May we all be peaceful. Open. Feel that body. Be very gratified. Start with your gratitude. Very grateful. And then now you can feel the positive energy. I'm going to be chanting in Pali. Chant with me, okay? Chant with me. This is very therapeutic. Sabe sata sugi hantu sabe sata sugi hantu sabe Satan Suki May all beings be relieved of negative energy and animosity. May all beings be relieved of physical suffering. May all beings be relieved of spiritual suffering. May all beings be protected with positive energy and loving kindness. One last time. Breathe in, open, and breathe out. Now lower your hand, relax, stretch your spine, open your shoulder, relax, lean back the forehead, tuck in your chin so the top of the head is on top of your spine. Take your right hand, put that on the left side of your head, above the ear. I want you to bring that head to the right, fight it with your neck, feel the stress on your neck. Now I want you to bring all that stress to the inside of you to your neck. Feel it, and then very gently let it go. Let go of all that stress. Let it all go. Now use your left hand, put that on your left side of your head above the ear. Bring the head to the left. Feel the stress on your neck. Maintain that stress. Bring all the stress that are trapped inside of you, all that trauma, all of them to the neck. Feel it, and then let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all go. Now, two hands in the back of the head. Look down 45 degrees. Sit up straight. Bring down your head. Fight it with your neck. Feel the stress on your neck. Maintain that stress to the left. Come back in the middle. To the right. Come back in the middle. To the left. Come back to the middle. Maintain that stress. To the right. Come back to the middle. Now, very gently, very mindfully, relax. Let it all go. Let all that stress go. Now, bring back the loving kindness in you. Bring back that gratitude. Very gently lean back your forehead. Feel the bliss in your body. To the right, making clockwise rotation. To the front. To the left. To the back. To the right. To the front. Now go counterclockwise. Go to right, left, front, right, back, left, and then front. And relax. Focus on your breathing. Now we're going to start to massage our body, especially the yang energy line, starting with the one that we name after the gallbladder. And this one, the energy point here is called the pan of the wind. Wind means something that you can feel but not see, not smell, not taste. So this is your nerve. Okay. So I want you to put the two hands, lock it, put it in the back of your head, sit up straight, top of the head pointing to the sky. Now I want you to take the thumb, put it on the two sides. Okay, the two sides where there's a cavity. And now I want you to push down with your thumb and then lean back the neck, maintaining the pressure as if you're squeezing the garden hose when you wash your car. Just hold it and then relax. Now take the right hand, put that on your left side. Sit up straight, press down with your four fingers, fight it with your neck. And then I want you to grab, there's this tendon in here, this muscle. I want you to grab that muscle without losing contact with your skin, okay? And just grab it and tuck it to the right. And then relax, take the left hand, put that on the right hand side, sit up straight, press down with the four fingers, and then just very gently pull that muscle to the left. And then relax. You feel a little tingling on top of the head because the energy now is traveling to the top of the head. That's why the energy point on top of the head is called 100 meet. This is where all the yang energy come together. Now I want you to take your 10 fingers, use the meaty part, not the fingernails, and just put that on your forehead, the thumb on the side. I want you to remind yourself how grateful you are, especially of your brain. Okay, this brain needs to stay with you until the very end. Okay, dementia is a tough way to die. Now I want you to go up, massage your head. First, the top of the head, where it's control, it's responsible for all your cognitive function. Then the back of the head, responsible for all your memory, and then in the lower part of your brain, which is responsible for all the motor function. I want you to give it the loving kindness that your body so deserves, and being very grateful to your body, staying with you all these years. Apologize to your body that you've been ignoring it for so long. And then now I want you to open that shoulder, relax the shoulder, lean back the forehead, tucking the chin. So the top of the head is on top of the spine. So we're going to energize the entire intelligence system, not just the brain, okay? The entire spine. Now I want you to use the tip of the fingers again, put it on top of your head. So the 100 meters right here, and then there's 4 energy points on all 4 corners. And just very gently tap it. And then once again, massage with the loving kindness to your body. Thank your body. Your body never complains. It's amazing. All right. Now we're going to learn to massage our face, especially the energy points that comes in here. These are the energy points that are named after the bladder, right? The yang energy point. So first we're going to take 2 fingers, put it in between the eyebrow, and there's an energy point here, right? So this is one of the chakra, and the third eye chakra. Okay. And by third eye, it means that if we are actually able to detach ourselves any of the negative emotion and judgment, we will see the world as it is. That's all it means. So first, we're going to relieve the stress, and then we're going to massage up to the forehead, and then come back, massage the third eye again, and then go up, relieving all the stress from the forehead one last time, and then go up. Okay. Now we're going to massage the beginning of the eyebrow. So we're going to take 2 index fingers, sit up straight, put that in the beginning eyebrow. You can feel a little cavity there, right? Now just press down with your index finger. Use a little bit of effort on your neck. Maintain that pressure. Once again, like you're squeezing the water hose. And then relax. Now take the 2 index finger and just squeeze the eyebrow and the area above the eyebrow like you're squeezing the toothpaste. There's 3 energy points on the eyebrow. And then I want you to use the right thumb and put it under your eye bag from the corner to the tail. Once again, 3 energy points here. And then the left side, a left hand to the right side. Now there's a very important energy point. It's in between here and the corner of your eye. Okay, so this one right here at the skull. This is called the bright eye energy point. So it actually relieves the pressure in your eyeball. So I want you to use your thumb and just put it there. And then sit up straight, close your eye, and apply a little bit of pressure, right? Apply a little bit of pressure. Now we're going to do some eye yoga. Okay, so now close your eye. Now, and then focus on your eyeball, and then look up, all the way up. Close your eyeball, okay? Close your eye, okay? And then look to the right, look down, to the left, all the way up, to the right, all the way down, to the left, back to the top. Now go the other way, counterclockwise. To the left, down, to the right, maintaining the pressure, okay? To the up, to the left, to the down, to the right, to the up, and then relax, right? Your eyes a little bit more bright, okay? Otherwise, you have a money back. All right, so now we take 2 fingers and we massage these energy points between the corner of the eye, the corner of the mouth. 1, 2, 3. And then one last 2 energy points is right outside the nostril. This is called the welcoming fragrance. Push down with your index finger and then very gently push up. I just take an in breath. Back, up, back, up. Okay, so now we're going to learn to massage our fingers. This is back to the what I said about winterizing your body, because um, a lot of the energy points here has to do with the lung. Okay, so during winter we need to make sure that um, um, there's a good energy flow in us, and so we need to work on the hands. So first we're going to do is massage the fingers. So take each one of those fingers and just yank it a little bit, pull it. Okay, pull it, pull it, one at a time, one at a time. The other side, one at a time, one at a time. Okay, now we're going to learn to massage the knuckle and on the both sides the nail, one at a time. Okay, make sure that we soften up all the micro vessel. Okay, and then the other side, the knuckle, and then the two sides of the fingernail. Okay, let the energy flow. Okay, now top of the hand and then the palm. Put it together, squeeze the fingers. We're going to massage the side of the fingers as well as the bottom of the V. Okay, so get ready. Now the other side, get ready. Okay, so now we're going to learn to massage some energy points. There's a very important energy point here. You notice that this has a shape like this, and it's right here. Okay, so we're going to put that together. This is the lung energy line. This is going to help you with your immunity. Okay, ready? Now, the opposite of that is the heart energy line. That's the emotional heart. Okay, so it's also right here. So get that together. Okay, now the another energy point here called the merging valley. This is the lung, this is the yin side. Then the large intestine is the yang side. So this energy kind of flow together. And so if you take your right thumb, you see the line, put that here, come down on the side of the index fingers right here. So we take our right hand and just and then the other side. Okay, now there's three energy point here. Some people call this the Buddha's triangle. I don't know. I don't think that's the right name, but it sounds good anyway. Now, again, this is the heart. This is the lung. So when it comes down to the wrist, the two energy point right here. The third one is when you measure three fingers down. So this corresponds to the three energy line: the lung, the heart, the lung, and the pericardium. The pericardium actually, if you have irregular heartbeat, this is a good one. If you cannot sleep at night, this is a good one. And this one actually just improve your immunity. So this is very famous on TikTok. Okay, this one will help you sleep. And then on this side, and then three fingers down on this side, below the pinky, below the thumb, and then three fingers down. All right. Okay. So now we got it all working. So let's do the finger exercise. So lock your elbow, four fingers in front, curl up the four fingers, put down your thumb. Now the four fingers are the spring. Wind up the spring, but don't let it come out. And then get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now we're going to learn to do a little bit of scraping. And so you locate this piece of bone right here. Okay, so we're going to scrape the bottom. This is the lung energy line starting at the elbow to the wrist. So just scrape it with the knuckle. Okay, scrape it. You feel a little bit of electricity when you do that. Now, if you have carpal tunnel, this is a very good exercise. The finger exercise and this one, okay, that will save you. And then now we're going to scrape the bone. Now, sometimes you feel a little kink in there. That's energy. That's energy blockage. And they will go away as you do this exercise and you feel less pain. Okay. Now, then we're going to do that on top of the hand. Then we're going to do that on top of a palm. And then we're going to do that with the fingers. Back to the palm, back of the palm, back to the top of the arm, back to the bone, and then back to the inside of the arm. Now do the other side. Do that scrape. Okay, this is actually another modality for scraping, right? And then the bone, and then the top of the head, and then the back of the palm, and then the fingers, back to the back of the palm, back to the arm, and then okay. So all we're doing here now is winterizing our body. Okay, so during winter, the blood flow is deteriorates, and then lots of problem. Okay, now we're going to continue back on the shoulder. Open the shoulder, relax shoulder. Gate of the cloud is in front. Lotus hand, middle fingers and thumb. Put that on the gate of the cloud. Back of the hand facing the camera. Open the shoulder. Sit up straight. Get ready. One. Feel the vibration. Come back. Two. Back of the hand facing the camera. Back of the hand facing the camera. Four. Five. Six. Seven. Eight. Nine. And 10. Now we're going to show you how to do some massaging of your shoulder that would help to prevent heart attack. Or if you had a heart attack, it would help to gain some therapy. So the first energy point is right below the elbow. You feel a little cavity there. Use 4 fingers and just kind of squeeze that. Squeeze that, okay? Now, if you have 50 shoulder, the frozen shoulder like I'm having now, those really help, okay? Frozen shoulder is not your body, it's the chi. Now, again, just right below, okay? You feel a little bit of pain here. Now, do that. This is part of the large intestine yang energy line. It's the one that channels the lung energy, okay? Now, then there's 2 energy points, one in front and one in the back. And the way to do that is that like your fingers are like the lion's claw, and the center of the palm is on top of the energy. And now use your thumb and just squeeze this part. And you feel pain? Yeah, that's good. And then now the 4 fingers that's in the back, and you squeeze that part. Okay, now same thing on the other side. This is really good. Okay, now the thumb first. Okay, and then the fingers. Okay. Now, in the past, I spoke about my Dharma master, and he was here in San Francisco a week ago. And he's actually a very interesting person that he possesses 3 aspects of his practice. He is, of course, a Dharma master, so he understands meditations and all the Buddhist teachings, so that part. But before that, before he renunciated to be a monk, he was actually an MMA fighter. So he knows a lot about Kung Fu. That's why we do Jing and all that. That was all taught by his grandfather. At some point, he also became a doctor. So it's a 3 in 1. And so he told the story about how when he was transitioning from an MMA fighter into a monk, and he was in Thailand, and in the beginning, people were challenging him, knowing that he was a martial artist. So the Thai boxers, right? The people in Thailand, they're very good in this boxing, the kickboxing. They challenge him. They challenge him. So he would now as a monk, he's not supposed to do that, right? So, but anyway, he does it. So they went up to the mountains and they want to, have a match. And so the way that they fight now is they put the gloves on. And so he puts the gloves on and he's fighting with his opponent and he just can't do anything with the glove. And so he finally says, well, can I take off my glove? So he takes off the glove because the way that he fought has to do with actually grabbing people's energy point. So it's not about punching. So by being able to use his finger, he knows where the energy points are. And so when he grabs the hand, he puts his thumb or his fingers on the energy points and disable his opponent. Little funny story. Okay, so now we got 2 more energy points that actually is very good. So the one here, now you think about the wrist, and then you imagine you have 3 points. It's the one on the outside. Now push down on that. This is the lung energy line. It hurts, huh? And then now when you fold your hand like this, there's another energy point. Now these are all very good for if you have high blood pressure or if you want to minimize your chance of having a stroke or heart attack. Okay. Now on this side, press down and then fold your hand, press on that. Okay. Now one last energy points right in the middle of fingers. Take your index fingers, fold down, and then it's between your index fingers and your middle fingers. There's a cavity. This is called the palace of labor. Okay, very important one. Now I want you to put the two together, focus on that. This is the energy point. This is the only energy point where you could bring out energies within you. So put that together. This is self-healing now. This is self-healing. Put that together, focus on it, bring the energy out, and then put that on your eye, empty hand. Okay, so don't push down on your eyeball. Just leave it there. First time, not so much, because you're actually generating infrared energy. Your eye needs to know. Second time, oh yeah. This is self-healing. Third time. And put that on your eye. Okay, this is important. Now put the palm on your temple, massage, and then massage the face. Once again, massage your big brain, massage the back of your head, and then massage your little brain and your neck. Come back to your face. Okay, massage your fingers. Now we're going to learn to massage the ear. Now, again, in the spirit of winterizing your body, turns out massaging your ear is very important, right? By massaging your ear, it actually allows the energy to flow. And if you have cold fingers and cold feet, this is a very good one. So sit up straight, open that shoulder, make sure that your yang energy is rising to the top. Now the ears has the shape of your fetus. So it's divided into three parts corresponding to the inside. Okay, so top, now put the fingers in the thumb here, index fingers in the back, squeeze. And then the middle, squeeze. And then the lower part, put the index finger inside, squeeze. And then now we're going to massage, sit up straight, massage the tip, and then yank, massage to the edge, all the way down to the ear loop, and yank. Now take the index finger, put that behind where the ears joins the skull. This is good if you have high blood pressure. And then the other side. And then put your hands in the back and 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so this is good for the upper body. So we're going to spend a little bit of time continuing doing the lower body, again, in the spirit of winterizing. Okay, so winter comes, very important to massage your feet. Okay, all right, so now we're going to do that with the left. Massage the toes, and then massage that bent area, that arch area on your toes. Okay, now I want you to massage the inside of your big toe and the second toe. This is good if you have high blood pressure. Okay, because the second toe is the liver, and then also massage at the bottom of the V. Okay, now we're going to massage the ball area, massage the heel. Okay, now we're going to learn to massage the side of the feet, starting at the big toe where the corner of the nail, and massage that, and then massage all the way down to the bone. This is the beginning of the splint energy line. Very important. Okay. All right. Massage that. Now, if you have splint deficiency, two problems. One is that you have digestion problem because it's the yin energy with the stomach. The second one is that the splint energy line also is responsible for the lymph nodes. So you can have swelling and then also problem with your immune system. So this is actually very important. When we say kidney, that's the beginning of life. When we talk about splint, that's actually the cradle of life. Okay, so now we're going to massage the arch. This is a serious area because This part has to do with the splint, and this part has to do with the kidney. Okay, massage that. Now, if you have any kind of swelling in your feet, then you're going to have to do this really diligently. Okay, and then now locate the heel, the no, not the heel. What is that called? Ankle, and then on the bottom and on the back, right? Like the fish hook. Massage that, and then press down on the back of the angle before the Achilles heel. This is a very good, very important energy point. This is good if you have diabetes. All right, so now locate the angle again. Measure 4 fingers. Locate the bone and just below the bone. This is called the 3-yin meet. This is actually very important. And then we're going to do some scraping again. It's between the knee and the ankle below the bone. Scrape. Again, clearing any deficiency of the splint energy line, helping with your swelling, water retention, right? And also your digestion. All right. So now we're going to learn to massage the top of the feet. Again, in between the big toe and the second toe, just massage the inside. Now, if you have high blood pressure, or if you have a habit of waking up in the middle of the night, then you want to take like 2 fingers before the two bone join together and just squeeze that point. Okay, it hurts a lot, and then just massage. Now we're gonna work on the bottom, and then now I'm gonna bend the toes back. You notice that there's a piece of muscle here, tendon. Just massage that, and then just scrape that. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Okay, and then we're going to massage the mother of all energy point. This one called the gushing spring. Okay, now if you have dementia, or if you know someone who suffers from dementia, this turned out to be a very important energy point. This is the second heart. Okay, so now we're going to do some clapping. Okay, center of the palm, center of the feet, put that together, right? And then use empty hand. Get ready. Mixing the water and fire. This is fire. This is water. Get ready. Go. And then massage. Okay, quickly on the right hand side. Massage the toe. Massage the neck. Massage in between the big toe and the little toe, as well as the bottom of the V. Massage the ball area. Massage the heel. And then starting at the beginning of the big toe, massage until the bone. And then now massage the arch. And then massage the bottom and the back of the ankle. Press down behind the ankle. And then measure 4 fingers from the ankle. Press down. And then scrape between the ankle and the knee below the bone. Scrape, scrape. Okay, now massage in between the big toe and the little one, second one. And then about 2 fingers, 3 fingers, press down with your thumb. And then massage. Back, turn the toes. See this line? Massage, scrape. And then massage the gushing spring. Second one, third one. Okay, put the hands together. Get ready. Go. Okay. Now, I live in San Francisco, so we have a medical center called the UCSF, University of California of San Francisco. So they have a center where they do a lot of research on dementia. I keep mentioning dementia because my father suffered from dementia and he passed away in February. It's not a good way to go. Okay, and so they do a lot of study in UCSF, and another report just came out where they show um, the correlation between dementia and lifestyle. It turns out that when you do a lot of walking, cycling, um, and where you actually just energize the bottom of your feet. That's all you're doing is energizing the bottom of your feet and then energizing the calf. Right. So the bottom of the feet is the kidney. The calf is the yang side of that is the bladder. Just energizing that decrease your chance of having dementia, because what it does is that it just creates more blood flow into the top of the head. Okay. And I know that because when my father was suffering, I would go over there and just massage the bottom of the feet. And so when I get there, he has no energy. He just rests on his body, or rests on his sofa, on his bed. And after a massage, we would go out for coffee. Right? It works. Okay. Quality of life. Quality of life. While we're on the subject of dementia, I actually read another article written by a former physician who was also once upon a time a elected official, a congressman, and he retired because his wife was suffering from dementia, and it was for a decade he was taking care of his wife, and finally he wrote a book on how to be a caregiver, and speak exactly of my experience, which is the hardest thing for a caregiver is to accept the reality that your loved one no longer recognize you. It's very hard. I know that from first person experience. It's very hard. It's very hard. My father would be sitting next to me. We were sitting next to each other, and he would start to open up, and he didn't understand why his family has left him. He was wondering what happened to his number one son, why he would abandon him. And I was sitting right next to him. And I wanted to just tell him, no, 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 it's me. I'm here. You can't, but you can't. You can't do that because the brain is not functioning. And if you're trying to squeeze all that brain cell together, it will just cause suffering, more suffering. So this author who wrote the book, he says that's an act of selfishness. That's not an act of compassion. By insisting that your loved one remembers you, it's an act of selfishness. And I noticed that whenever my father's sibling come over this, and the first thing they do is, do you know who I am? Do you know him? Get the fuck out. That is just cause more suffering. Okay. It was a wonderful book. Wonderful book. All right. So we're gonna do some stretching. We're gonna do some stretching, and then we're gonna do some meditation. All right. Susan, and this part has to do with the lung and the heart, helping us uh, breathe deeper. Okay, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, sit up straight, rotate the hip forward, upper body lean back. Put your hands together, locking the fingers, put it below your belly button. Focus on your belly button. And then as you breathe in, I want you to lift up your body. And as you breathe out, I want you to look at your hand. Okay? Get ready. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now I want you to unlock your fingers, stretch your upper arm, lock your elbow, and then let's see if you're climbing the mountain, stretching the upper arm. That's the three triple warmer energy line. Get ready. Again, rotate the hip forward, lean back the upper torso, focus on the belly button. Breathe in, breathe out. Climb the mountain and relax. One last time. Breathe in, breathe out. Climb the mountain and then relax. Now we're going to go from the front to the back. Okay, the front is the main yin energy, and the back is the main yang energy. Now, fingers locking again, palms facing the sky. Rotate the hands so the palms are facing the earth. Stretch. Lock your elbow. A little bit of stretch on your finger. Okay, a little bit of stretch on your finger. Eyes forward. Now lock your elbow. Bring up your hand. Push forward so you're locking your fingers, pushing a little bit of pain on your fingers. Okay, now up, lock your elbow. Okay, a little bit of pain on your fingers. Now I want you to focus on your lower back. I want you to lift your lower back up and then lean back. Come back to the middle. Lift entire upper torso to the left. Come back. Lift entire upper torso to the right. Come back. Lift entire torso to the left. Come back. Lift and then to the right. And then come back. And then relax. Back to your breath. Now take your right hand, put that on your left shoulder. Lean back the forehead so you feel the stress on your right shoulder, huh? Now grab the right elbow, sit up straight, and then take the right arm and stretch it to the left. And then come back. Left hand on your right shoulder. Lean back the forehead so you feel the stress on your left shoulder. Grab the left elbow and, and then the left arm to the right. Stretch. And then come back. Focus on the breath again. Feel the inside your mouth. Make sure that's nice and wet. Feel your breath. Don't huff and puff, okay? Now open the shoulder and then the left hand, the palm facing the sky, okay? Making 90 degree, okay? Now the right hand, put that between your fingers and your palm. Sit up straight. Bring down the left hand and then push out the elbow. Push it all the way out. Lock it. All right, now eyes forward. Use your elbow to push your arm up. And then as you do that, bend your fingers and your wrist a little bit. And then bring it up to eyebrow. Now the upper torso is stationary, but the left arm goes to the right, all the way to the right until you feel a little bit of stress. And then come back, locking your elbow, and then relax. Right hand, bring it down, push out your elbow, eyes forward, bring up your elbow, push your elbow, and then put a little bit of stress on your finger. Okay, now taking the right hand, rotate to the left, but the upper torso does not move. Stretch, come back, and then relax. Back to the breath. Focus on the inside of the mouth. Put the tip of the tongue at the teeth and upper part, and then just feel the inside of your mouth. Relax. Continue. Open your shoulder. Right hand facing the sky, again 90 degree. Okay. Left hand facing the earth, again 90 degree. Open the shoulder. Now, as if the sky has fallen on your right hand and you want to push up the sky. Push. And as if the earth had popped up and you want to push the earth down. Now, I want you to take the right shoulder and stretch the right shoulder. And then I want you to take the right arm, lean back the right arm as you rotate the head to the left. And then I want you to keep rotating the eyeball as if you want to look at your back. And then I want you to relax eyeball, bring your head back, keep pushing, and then relax. Now, the other side. Push up the sky, push down the earth. Okay, stretch your left shoulder, lean back your left arm, rotate the head to the right. Eyes keep rotating until you see your back, and then eye back, head back, and then relax. Back to your breath. Again, checking your breath, no huffing and puffing. Checking the inside of your mouth, no dryness, no bitterness. Okay, so now I'm going to do something called the stretching the dragon's back. Again, let me sit properly. Stretch your spine, open your shoulder. Put the two hands, lock your fingers, okay? Now rotate them so that the center of the palm is facing the sky. Okay, now the first exercise is you focus on the top of your head and you bring the top of the head to the ceiling as you push down your arm. And then relax. Now the second one, you push down your arm, lock your elbow, and then you lean back your forehead as you bring up your arm. And then relax, back to your breath. That's called the stretching the dragon's back. Okay, now we're going to do what we call the reverse Buddha. Open the shoulder, relax. Two fingers on the right side, point it to the lower back. Sit up straight, top of the head facing the sky. Now stretch the right shoulder up and then the fingers pointing down and then relax. Take the left hand, two fingers pointing at the lower back. Sit up straight. Stretch the left shoulder up while you're stretching the fingers, pointing the fingers down, and then relax. Back to the breath. Now take the same two fingers, put that on your lower back, sit up straight, point it to your shoulder. Now take your right shoulder, stretch down as you bring up the fingers, and then relax. This side, sit up straight, point the fingers to your shoulder, stretch your shoulder down as you bring up the fingers. Two hands, the fingers are touching each other. Back of the head, the top of the head to the sky. Right shoulder up, left shoulder down. And relax. The other side. Okay, sit up straight. Left shoulder up, right shoulder down. And relax. Back to our breath. Open the shoulder. Okay, now the hands, the fingers are touching, the center of the palms are touching, fingers are pointing down, and the hands are at the lower back. Open the shoulder, sit up straight. Now rotate the fingers so they're pointing up, bring it up, press on their spine. Okay, now two things. Use your hand to push out your spine and then open the shoulder. And then relax. Back to our breath. Back to our rest and digest. Back to our parasympathetic. Okay, back to our breath. Let your body rest. Very important to let your body rest. Now we're going to spend 1 minute just observing our breath. And this part is actually the first minute is how I call it intentional breathing. What we're doing is we observe our breath. We focus on the belly button. Now, there are two energy points. One is the belly button, and then the other one is in the back of the belly button. So we focus on the belly button. As soon as we know that we're breathing in, all we have to do is move forward. We don't have to move anything. The mind goes forward. And then as soon as we're breathing out, the mind goes back as if you're collapsing the belly button to the spine. 1 minute. We're going to do 1 minute, okay? 1 minute. Just focus on your stomach. Focus on your belly button. As soon as you know that you're breathing in, go forward. As soon as you know that you're breathing out, go back. Now I want you to spend the next 5 minutes practicing something that we call the microcosmic orbit, something that we haven't done in a while. And so I want you to come back to the sitting posture, starting with the feet, the leg, the thigh, and knee, then to the hands, then to the spine. As you stretch your spine, I want you to be looking down at your body. Remember what I said about gaining elevation, looking down at your body. And then focus on the breath. As soon as you know that you're breathing in, I want you to start at the very bottom of your spine. And as you breathe in, just move up to the top of the head. And then as soon as you know that you're breathing out, just go from the top of the head back to your belly button. And then come back to the back. Breathe in. As you breathe in, stretch your body, gaining elevation, looking down at your body. And then as you come down, relax. Okay? Try that for 5 minutes. It circulates the energy into this energy loop. Okay, 5 minutes, and then it's end the class. Just relax, relax, but focus. So this technique called a microcosmic orbit is borrowed from a ancient Chinese astrology term that means the moon circle around is the earth. Okay, and it's a Chinese invention. They borrow all the building blocks from the yogis after Bodhidharma had visited China and taught the Chinese how to do deep meditation. They combine that with their understanding of the five elements, understanding that these energy flows in the body eventually come together. All the yang energy travel up to the top of the head, all the negative, all the yin energy travel back. So they understand how when they do deep breathing and they exercising the diaphragm, is actually massaging their small intestines and creating free electrons. They use the brain between the left and the right. That's why we want to do that exercise between separating left and right. Use that chamber to direct the electrons to the spine. Okay. And then eventually they create a magnetic resonance with the energy in the universe. And when you practice that, you will feel the energy traveling within you, what we call uh, the wandering dragon chasing the pearl. Okay, it's a very famous practice. It's a Chinese invention. It's the key to longevity. Okay, so I hope you enjoy that. All right, so massage. You need to practice. Okay, you need to practice 5 times. Get ready. Okay, so if you have any questions, I can't get to any of the questions in real time. Just join our circle. Join a circle. It's called the Mindfulness Fellowship, or you can just go DENNYKMIU.com/circle. Okay, and ask the question there, and I'll do my best to answer. All right, so I'll see you all next week. Bye bye. Bye bye. 星期一見. Okay, bye bye. Bye everyone.